Hine matov umanayim. Hine matov umanayim. Sheverakim matov matov. Sheverakim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim. Hine matov umanayim. Sheverakim matov matov. Sheverakim gam yachad. Gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim. Hine matov umanayim. Sheverakim. Sheverakim. Sheverakim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim. Hine matov umanayim. Sheverakim gam yachad. Sheverakim gam yachad. Gam yachad. Gam yachad. Continue on page 2 with the lighting of the Shabbat candles. You coming or what? There's 3 of you back there I expect to get up here. Well, we welcome any visitors who have not been here before or haven't been here in a long time. And we ask all of you to just say hi to somebody for a couple minutes before we do L'cha Dodi. Seem sing the welcoming hymn to the Sabbath Bride on page 20 and 21. Lecha Dodi will sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. Please rise, and at the end we'll be facing the back door to welcome Malkat Shabbat. Please rise. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalala 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 b'nei Shabbat lecha bela lecha Dodi likrat kala yalala 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 b'nei Shabbat lecha bela shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad ishmianu El HaMiluchad Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad U'Shemo Tiferet V'Mitila Echad Dodi Likrat Kala Yalalai 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 B'nei Shabbat Nikabela Echad Dodi Likrat Kala Yalalai 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 B'nei Shabbat Nikabela Likrat Shabbat Lechu B'neilcha Ki hi Mekor Abiracha Merosh Mikedem Nisucha Sof Ma'aseh B'makshva Tehila Lecha Dodi Yalalai, B'nei Shabbat, Nekabela, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Yalalai, B'nei Shabbat, Nekabela, Hidoreri, Kiva Orech, Umiori, Daberi, Lord Adonai, Alayich Nigla, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nikabela, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nikabela. Shalom, Ateret Balagam Besimcha Uvetzola Tochem Munei Am Segula Boi Chala Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nikabela Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. You may be seated. We'll continue on page 24 and sing it the way my Zeta sang it. Shalom Aleichem Malachei Asharet Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Boachem L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei continue on page 26. Please rise for the Chatzi Kaddish leading into Baruch Hu. Yitada v'yitada shemei Rabbah, v'yamar divrachute, v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael, bagala, bagala, uvisman kari, v'meru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach, le'olam olam me'amaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar, v'yitraman, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal, shemei rekudesh barichu, leila min kol berhata, v'shirata, tushbechata, v'nechemata, damiran, v'yama, v'meru, continuing on page 31. This is an hour of change. Within it, we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it, we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai Amariv Aravi. Avat Olam on the next page. Avat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Havta Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu B'shochbeinu Uvkumeinu Nasiach b'chukecha V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha U'v'mitzvotecha Le'olam ba'ed Ki hen chayenu Ve'orech yameinu Uvahem negeh Yomam v'layla Yomam v'layla Gavatecha, al tasir mimenu leolamim. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Seated or standing, Shema begins on page 34. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Yevod Malchuto Leolam Vad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'lechtecha v'derech u'shokbecha u'vkumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot beinenecha u'ktavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem, Emet. May be seated. On page 39. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Page 40. Continue on page 42, the evening prayer that asks God to give us a peaceful night.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu b'shalom, l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai hapore sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai hapore sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim shalom. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim shalom. Baruch atah Adonai hapore sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Continue on page 44 in the same quiet, meditative vein. Yismechu b'malachutecha shomrei 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 Shabbat b'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu b'malachutecha shomrei 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 Shabbat b'korei omed Shabbat. Mekadashei Shavi Shabbat. Ulam yisbau ve'yitangu mituvecha Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha shomrei 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha shomrei 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. V'hashvi Ratzita v'ktidashto Shabbat. Emdat Yamim Oto Karata Shabbat. Yismechu b'malachutecha shomrei 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu b'malachutecha shomrei 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Zecher l'masei b'reishit Shabbat. Zecher l'masei b'reishit Shabbat. Yismechu b'malachutecha shomrei 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu b'malachutecha shomrei 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat.
page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat. And on 57, ever-present one, may we, your people, Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer, wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands. You are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otecha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. And on page 58. Modim anachnu lach, she'ata hu modim, anachnu lach. Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, Le'olam, Le'olam Va'ed. Modim anachnu lach, she'ata hu modim, anachnu lach. Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, Le'olam, Le'olam Va'ed. Take a few moments for silent prayer, either the prayers on page 62 or 63, or in your own hearts, and when you're finished, you may be seated. Ratzonim refi, Yul ratzonim refi, V'gyon libi lefanecha, Adonai tzuri v'goali. Oh, may the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable before you, O God, my rock and my redeemer. Oseh shalom bimroma, uyaseh shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru, ve'imeru, amen. You may be seated. This year really came to me when I was practicing with the choir. that these dedicated souls who love to sing, who love the liturgy, who love the holidays, really have a difficulty in maintaining the spirit and the kavanah of the holidays because they have to do their music. We have to pull our menus, we have to know the notes, and in a way it kind of distances us from the essence of the holiday. So that got me to thinking about my own preparation for high holidays, which I usually left to practicing with the choir. It just made it happen. It doesn't. So I was thinking about what to do about Elul, this month before Rosh Hashanah. And it's a miracle, but my personal favorite rabbi, our daughter Sarah, sent this Shabbat message to her congregation, which is Temple Beth Torah in Fremont, California, yesterday. And I just got it. Dear friends, every year in the month leading up to the High Holy Days, I reread one book. This is Real and You Are Completely Unprepared by Rabbi Alan Liu of blessed memory. The title alone makes it worth reading. Here's a passage from the introduction. The journey I will describe in these pages is one of self-discovery, spiritual discipline, self-forgiveness, and spiritual evolution. It is a snapshot the Jewish people pull out every autumn of the great journey all human beings must make across the world. The journey from Tisha B'Av to Sukkot, from Rosh Hashanah to Yom Kippur, from birth to death, and back to renewal again. Seeing yourself in this snapshot will help you chart the course of your own spiritual evolution. Every soul needs to express itself. Every heart needs to crack itself open. Every one of us needs to move from anger to healing, from denial to consciousness, from boredom to renewal. These needs did not arise yesterday. They're among the most ancient of human yearnings, and they're fully expressed in the pageantry and ritual of the days of awe, is the great journey we make between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Rabbi Liu beautifully captures the essential themes and symbols of the High Holy Days, weaving them among personal stories to make them real to us. His book always helps put me in the right frame of mind to prepare for this season of reflection and renewal. If you decide to read it, let me know and we can discuss. Wishing you a peaceful Shabbat, Rabbi Sarah. So I got the book. And I only got it yesterday because I didn't know I was going to be doing this until Wednesday afternoon when we found out that Rabbi Neil's wife Jenny's mother was near death and in fact passed away today. So I bought the book and I read a good deal of it to get an idea of what his guided tour through the period in the Jewish calendar from Tisha B'Av until Simchat Torah looks like. And starting out with Tisha B'Av, which remember is sort of in the summer, and most Reformed Jews don't even remember it anymore. It's, late August or so, mid-August, late July. He compares and integrates the story of the destruction of our external Jewish houses, the first and second temples, all the other terrible things that happened on Tisha B'Av, and he combines it and integrates it with the destruction of our internal houses, where we are to start dismantling the edifices of our lives and stop sleepwalking. And then he suggests specific work for us to do. It's amazing. In the succeeding weeks, as we read the weekly Parsha in Deuteronomy, he ties each portion to the inner work, all in preparation for the holy days. Just to give you one example, the portion of the Torah this week is Ki Teitzei. It describes how the Israelites are to conduct themselves after victory in war. And in some ways, it's really weird. Here's what Rabbi Liu says about Ki Teitzei, in part. I'll try to summarize. Oddly enough, Parshat Ki Teitzei, which we read during the third week of Elul, which is today, also derives a lesson in the kind of mindfulness we are trying to cultivate during this month from the laws of war. Images of war abound during Elul. On the first day of Elul, we begin to add the 27th Psalm to our morning and evening prayers. Though armies are arrayed against me, I will have no fear, reads the 27th Psalm. It is as if the tradition is trying to tell us this business of becoming aware of ourselves is a matter of life and death. This business of finding out who we really are needs to be approached with the focus and energy of a military campaign. In any case, whereas the previous Parsha derives its lessons about mindful awareness from the moment just before battle, Ki Teitzei focuses on the moment just afterward. When you have been victorious in battle, this Parsha begins, and you are carrying away your captives. And you see among the captives a beautiful woman with a good figure, and you feel desire for her, and you want to take her to yourself to be your wife. First, you must bring her into your house and have her shave her head and cut off her fingernails and remove the dress she was wearing when you captured her. She must remain in your house weeping for her father and her mother for a full month, and after that you may come to her and be your husband. This passage is obviously about a very ugly fact of life in the ancient times when the Torah was written. But the Torah here is not really concerned with this particular case of the woman in battle. I think, meaning Rabbi Lew, it has a larger principle in mind than all of this. It seems to be suggesting a method for dealing with the tyranny of passion and desire in our lives in general. This business of desire is the basis of our creativity and our productivity. Our desire for the apple got us kicked out of Eden, but it also propelled us into history. So since we can't and probably shouldn't repress our desires, and since it's often a calamity when we follow them, what should we do? The passage from Ki Teitzei points us to an answer. First of all, we watch our desires arise. The second thing, the soldier at the beginning of Parsha Ki Teitzei has to live with his desire, to watch it as it evolves without acting on it for a full month. And the second thing we can learn from him is that once we have our desires firmly in view, we can then strip them of their exotic dress, cut off their fingernails and their hair, etc. So this is something that we can do during the month of Elul. We can devote a bit of time each day to locating our own particular desire, whatever it is, that distorts our lives. The beautiful delusion for which we've thrown things away or for which we stand ready to do so in any case. And when we've located that desire that kind of runs our lives, all we have to do is look at it. We don't have to kill it, and we certainly don't have to act on it either. We can just let it arise in the fullness of its being, unromantically stripped down to the naked impulse that it is, without the finery, the romance, hair, nails, or dress, just the impulse itself. We can watch this impulse as it arises for the entire month of Elul, and after a month, if it seems to be something we still want, then we've learned something useful about ourselves. But if this desire, stripped of its romantic trappings, simply fades away, then we've learned something even more useful. We've learned that there's more to heaven and earth than those things on the surface of the world that provoke desire in our hearts. We've learned that if we always act on our desires, we're doomed to living death. So he gives examples of desires like money or food or power, whatever it may be. And in each of these weeks, Rabbi Lew talks about kind of stripping away our external lives so that we're ready to bear ourselves for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. I intend to finish this book, and if God willing, I'm around next year by Tisha B'Av, I hope and intend to start from the beginning. Again, the book's name is This is Real, and You Are Completely Unprepared. This is Real, and You Are Completely Unprepared, by Rabbi Alan Lew of blessed memory. So, with that, That's my book report for tonight. Shabbat Shalom. Our thoughts now turn to those who are in need of healing. Turn to page 253.
Source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say,
This week we remember with prayers for healing Joyce Weiser, Mick Brown, Carl Stolnacher, Nora Gluck, Jane Siegel, Helen Lowenberg, Steve and Sherry Harwitt, John Simonoff, Frank Remmert, Barbara Meyer, Carol Rudman, Jane Hochberg, Carlos Villarreal, Gary Polkowitz, Susan and Frank Cernansky, Jim Simmons, Catherine Werner, Adrian Gross, Sheila Spelder, Scott Lewis, Sophie Huckberg-Farrer, Ingrid Gustafson, Jerry Steinberg, Faggy Marks, James Hetherington, Sandra Levine, Martha Ramirez, Cindy Pabst, Ann Laser, Kathy Romero, Maria Romero, Marshall Landry, Carmen Rodriguez, Jerry Nuri Holm. If there's anybody else you're remembering for healing, please say their names.
Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
Reader, or will I do it? Okay. Torah studies at 9 a.m. tomorrow, live and on Zoom. The link for Zoom is on our website. The topic is For Longer Lasting Lashes. Ki Tetzeh. Rabbi Neil leads a discussion on differing approaches to the punishment of lashing throughout the ages. Shabbat services will be at our regular time at 10:30 tomorrow morning. Religious school. Our religious school classes resumed last Sunday, September 8th. If you have any questions about how to register, please get in touch with Brian Searle, our Director of Education. High holidays will be late this year. October 2nd is Erev Rosh Hashanah. All members in good standing were sent an email on September 9 or 10 to either print or download their tickets. If you would please check your emails. They come from programs@sftbs. If you didn't receive an email, it means we haven't received your commitment form for 2024-25. To help make it easy for you, you can call the office and we can fill in the form for you over the phone. If you have any questions or want to speak with Wendy, our executive director, you can call her at the Temple's phone number. If you need to purchase non-member tickets, you can call Faith at the office. Remembrance Day event will take place on Sunday, October 6th at 1:30 p.m. in the Jewish section of Memorial Gardens Cemetery at 417 Rodeo Road. The rabbis and cantors from Santa Fe's various synagogues will participate together, demonstrating the strength and vitality of our Santa Fe Jewish community. Turn to page 282 and rise for Elena. Nemar v'hayadonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Please be seated. We're on page 292. When cherished ties are broken and the chain of love is shattered, only trust and the strength of faith can lighten the heaviness of the heart. At times, the pain of separation seems more than we can bear. But if we dwell too long on our loss, we embitter our hearts and harm ourselves and those about us. The psalmist said that in his affliction, he learned the law of God. And in truth, grief is a great teacher when it sends us back to serve and bless the living. We learn how to counsel and comfort those who, like ourselves, are bowed with sorrow. We learn when to keep silent in their presence and when a word will assure them of our love and concern. Thus, even when they are gone, the departed are with us, moving us to live as, in their higher moments, they themselves wish to live. We remember them now. They live in our hearts. They are an abiding blessing. Think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. Today we observe and mourn the death of Leah Bat Gershon V'Udia, mother of Rabbi Jenny Amsler. Shloshim of Paul Siskin, Raymond Markman, 6 murdered hostages, and everyone killed unnecessarily in Israel and Palestine. The Yortzites of Isaac Antonovsky, Barbara Feinberg-Beckhoff, Moshe Ben Chaim, Barbara Ruth Boynoff, Julius Cohen, Dorothy Corwin, Charlotte Doran, Abraham Freiberg, Fred Fullenwider, William Holtzman, Doris Kaufman, Dorothy Luckruff, Morris Reich, Albert Rosen, John Silver, Alice Tate, Clint Welsh. Is there anybody else who's observing roadside? Please say their name and rise. Ask the congregation to rise in support of the mourners on page 294. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divra hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon, v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'yamru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach, ve'olam l'almei almaya. Yiparak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudsha b'richu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata da'amiran b'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, V'imru Amen.
Oseh Shalom b'mrama, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, V'yimeru Amen.
May be seated. We'll wrap up our service with Adon Olam on page 321.
Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra, Le'et Nasa B'chefza Kol, Azai Malech, Shemo Nikra, V'acharei, Kichlot HaKol, Levado Yimlok Nora, V'hu Haya, V'hu Hoveh, V'hu Yiyeh V'tifara. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra, Le'et Nasa, B'chefza Kol, Adon Olam. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra, Le'et Nasa, B'chefza Kol, Adon Olam. V'hu echad, v'yein sheni, v'hamshilo, v'hachbira, v'li reshit, v'li taklit, v'lo ha'oz, v'ham Yisrael, v'hu eli, v'chai goali, v'tzurev li, v'yetzara, v'hu nisi, v'manos li, v'nakosi, v'yom ekra. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra, Le'et Nasa, B'chefza Kol, Adon Olam. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra, Le'et Nasa, B'chefza Kol, Adon Olam. Yado Avkid Ruchi Ve'elishan Ve'ayira Ve'im Ruchi Geviati Adonai Li Ve'lo Ira Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Le'et Nasa B'chefza Kol Adon Olam Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra, Le'et Nasa, B'chefza Kol, Adon Olam. Adon Olam, Adon Olam.
Please rise.
Yivarchenu Adonai, V'yishmereinu. May God bless us and keep us. Ya'er Adonai panav Eleinu V'chunenu. May God's face shine upon us and be gracious to us. Yisa Adonai panav Eleinu v'yasem lanu shalom. May God lift up the divine presence toward us and always grant us peace. Amen. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Fred. We're on page 4. Va'yerev va'yivoker yom hashishi va'yichulu hashamayim va'aretz v'chol tziva'am va'yichal Elohim b'yom hashvi'i melakto asher asa va'yishbot b'yom hashvi'i mikol melakto asher asa va'yivarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i v'kadesh oto ki vov Shabbat mikol melakto asher bara Elohim la'asot. Zavrayim kevorech Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon ninilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehila lemikra kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim ki vanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha v'ahava uvratzon inhaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
I think that you would like this book, Fred. I think you would like this book. Yeah, this is real, and you're completely unprepared. Yeah.
When I got that brochure, I have one book, so I'll read it with you.
Well, I'm about halfway through it.
I will. I'll talk to you.
We'll talk about it. Let's talk about it when we get done. Like, what am I doing? No one wants this. I don't want it. Carolyn makes this great holiday every Friday. It's outstanding. I mean, this is just nice to see you guys. No, I'm sorry. I'm glad you're here.